The plan is to have fans for the first time. We're very excited about that opportunity. Both regular fans and our students will be back with us. We anticipate somewhere around 10,000 fans combined in the stadium seating bowl, and we're excited to host. And we have a lot of guidelines in place for our fans and students to follow, and we've taken great steps with planning to implement the guidelines that are put before us from our medical advisory team and the county. And it's very important that our fans follow those rules, because that'll allow us to have fans in future games, not only here in David Booth Kansas Memorial Stadium, but also Allen Fieldhouse, Rock Chalk Park, and Family Arena. So this is a big day for us. We put a lot into it, but the key will be our fans following the guidelines that we put out to them.
What was the tipping point to allowing fans? You as athletic director, how did you come around to this idea, like having fans here?
Well, we've been working since the summer on various scenarios that we've presented first to campus and then to the county medical advisors. So the plan has changed literally dozens and dozens and dozens of times. And then so through this process, continually revising our plans and demonstrating to first our campus and then the county that we have a plan that will work and that we can execute, and will keep our fans safe while allowing a portion of them to come and be part of the atmosphere here.
Can you tell me what those guidelines are of kind of what you guys have implemented here at the stadium?
Yeah, there's obviously we're going to have social distancing. You can see with the seating behind us, we're utilizing chair backs to clearly mark where fans are allowed to be seated. They'll all have a reserved seat in one of those seats, and they'll be expected to stay in the reserved seats that they've received. So we've done that, and of course, on our campus, we have a mask wearing policy. As you can see, all of us today are wearing our mask, and we're going to be expecting our fans to wear their mask, social distance, and then hand sanitize as they can throughout the stadium. And so those are the three things, the things we've heard repeatedly from government officials about how to prevent the spread of the virus. Hand sanitize, socially distance, wear your mask. If we do those things, we're confident we'll have a safe environment, and also we'll be allowed to have fans return to our stadiums.
Will they wear the mask while they're in their seats, or can they take them off while they're in there?
Nope, it's wear your mask while you're in your seats, while you're socially distanced. You can remove them while you eat and drink, but they're expected to be put back on when that process is completed.
How much will the increase in the presence of fans add to the homecoming game experience?
Well, so much of this year is unique, and our homecoming will be unique. A lot of it is being conducted online, virtually. But I think having fans back will most assuredly impact the student athletes playing the game. They play the game in front of fans. They expect that. And even the 10,000 here will be able to create an environment for them and hopefully give us that home field advantage that we strive to have when we play here in David Booth Kansas Memorial Stadium.
With the adherence to the guidelines and the cooperation of everyone present at all of KU athletic games, is there a chance the capacity will increase?
Well, that's all going to be determined by the virus and how it spreads and how the numbers diminish. We track those numbers very, very closely on campus and in athletics. But again, those will be decisions made outside of the athletic program. We'll respond to those. We're hopeful that we'll be able to increase those numbers as the science of the COVID virus is unwound, so to speak.
And you think this would help you guys win the game? We're having fans back in here for your homecoming game, having that atmosphere back again?
Absolutely. We need all the atmosphere we can get. We need those fans that are here to be loud and proud, and the student athletes will definitely generate energy off of those fans.
Can you talk about the concessions as well? I know there's something different that's going on there as well.
Yeah, we're doing contact things. And again, many of the things you're seeing out in our society today, we're socially distancing in those. We're having prepackaged meals and trying to eliminate any of the human contact with the food. And I know we're going to have an opportunity to share that with you as we move forward here. But a lot of things and a lot of decisions and working of that process has taken place prior to today.
Jeff, a two-part question for you. First, after I guess seeing Baylor, Kansas State, Oklahoma, maybe a lack of compliance in terms of mask wearing, especially in the crowd, what makes you confident that Kansas fans will be able to adhere to that kind of compliance of social
Because
distancing?
they're Kansas fans, and our fans will follow us because they know how important it is. And you know, there's no guarantee. We don't have guarantees, but we do have our team working to remind our fans. We've taken best practices from other places. We're instituting them. We've called upon our own staff to volunteer to come out to remind fans. I think most of it will be simply reminding them to follow the guidelines. I think as we go through our daily lives, we pull off the mask to eat and drink. You know what? We may forget to put it back up. Well, we're going to be trying to remind those fans, those students, keep following those guidelines because it is so key to the future of what we're allowed to do.
And then maybe this is an unfair follow-up to that, but if there are kind of those same images that you had at those other places, would it be most likely that Kansas goes back and actually says, no, fans won't be at games moving forward?
Well, again, I can't speculate that. Again, a lot of that will be dictated by the campus and the medical folks. And we hope that we can prevent a safe environment. We believe we can. And we'll be, again, those simple guidelines are ones that are going to keep everybody safe, keep them enjoying the game, and allow our fans to come back in the future. So we'll be working hard to remind them. And again, I expect our fans, they'll cooperate. We have great fans, and I know they'll want to come back to games in the future.
You trust the stands and the fans, but you're not going to have tailgating this year?
That's right. We're not going to have tailgating. That's too hard to police, so to say, around campus. That's a campus decision, and we support it. We don't think we can provide a safe situation there. So, again, if we follow our guidelines, that's something in the future we hope that we'll be able to do as we move forward.
Can you give us a rundown of like the 10,000 tickets? Like how many are season tickets? How many are students? How many are general admission?
Yeah, I can tell you of the 10,000, again, I'm talking approximate numbers. 1,000 of them will be students. About 24% of our student purchases will be permitted in. And then it's a little less than, it's around 9,000 of our season ticket holders. And there'll be spaces you can see by the seating by priority and by their Williams Fund priority.
Will the students be spread throughout the stadium, or will there be a kind of a special section for students?
No, we'll maintain the student section, and so we'll keep our student section, and we have the seating there spaced out, socially distanced. And one of the things that students have the opportunity to do is kind of clarify their social group. So if they have 6 in their group that they've been with and are comfortable and safe with, they can have those 6 seating. It's kind of like we do in basketball in Allen Fieldhouse. If they come as a group, they can be seated as a group, but we won't mix groups amongst our students or our fans.
What's your message to all of the KU supporters on how to adhere to the guidelines, but to maximize the game day experience?
Yeah, well, we've done a great job, I believe, at communicating to our fan base and our students about what the guidelines are. And then we'll continue to reiterate that through their time here. We want them to have fun. We want them to be excited about us playing football again. We want them to enjoy the experience, but overall, we want to keep them safe as well. So again, the simple guidelines keep them safe, allow them to come and enjoy the football game and enjoy football, basketball, soccer, volleyball in the future.
We talk about who you are honoring this weekend.
Yeah, we're very excited to unveil statues of John Hadel and Gail Sayers, and recently Gail passed away, so we're saddened by his passing, but we're excited to kind of memorialize 2 of the greatest football players ever to play at Kansas. And unfortunately, we'll have to do that socially distanced and virtually, but fans not at the game can join into that ceremony by going to our website, and we will live stream it, but we'll be able to unveil those 2 great football players and great human beings that have meant so much to our football program, well beyond just their playing time here at Kansas.
Were there some season ticket holders who will not be able to go to the game? I mean, just the math of like how many seats were available versus...
Again, I believe we've been able to accommodate all of our season ticket holders through this process. So, again, some have chosen not to participate because of health concerns or what, but we've been able to accommodate all of our season ticket holders with this plan.
What was the change from the game before to now? Why you said, okay, we're bringing fans in? Was it the mass gatherings, or what was it about?
Again, it's been continually working with campus leaders and our county health officials to determine what's safe. And so I think the science of the virus has changed. I think the guidelines have changed, and then allowing us to execute our plan with those 3 safety factors in place, I think they felt comfortable. But again, they'll be watching closely to see if our fans adhere to the policies and guidelines. And again, we're going to be here helping to remind them to do that so we can have fans in the future.
So kind of what happens at Arrowhead, they'll have people kind of telling people to put their masks back on, something like that, I guess.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We'll have our third-party security group working with us. We have volunteers from our athletic department. We'll be carrying signs to remind. So again, I think it's just, again, as I tried to express, it's about reminding them. I think our fans want to stay healthy. They want to follow the guidelines. But when you're in the atmosphere of a stadium and you're caught up, you're eating, you might be having a soft drink, you forget to put your mask back on, we're going to be there to remind you.